What is up, everybody? It is Alex from Heavy New York, calling from the quarantine zone again, and this time we return with Hyro the Hero. Great to talk to you again, man.
What's up, man? Chilling.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you back. What a bizarre change of events the world has taken since we spoke at NAMM, right?
Bro, it's insane. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on, man. The whole world's changing.
Yeah, I know, but man, just from talking to you about your creative process and your influence and everything like that, I can only imagine that this world and, you know, the craziness that we're experiencing, it's got to be influencing you somehow, right? Lyrically or musically, right?
Oh, yeah, man, most definitely, bro. I've been writing some of the best lyrics, you know what I'm saying, things like that. My mind working in all kind of ways, you know, overdrive. Plus, you're forced to be creative as hell right now due to the fact that we ain't touring and stuff, so it's overdrive, bro. My mind working crazy. I'm learning how to do, you know, programs to try to stream to people like Twitch, OBS program, all these things. Just trying to find different ways to get the music to the people and keep my name popping.
Yeah, and thank you, because we definitely need music more than ever now at this time.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yep, and you can agree with me on this, that when this shit is eventually over and that, you know, like, tours happen again, we're going to enter, like, a new renaissance. It's going to be, like, the biggest era of art ever, right?
Oh, I believe it's really going to affect, you know, rock and roll, you know what I'm saying, live music with live instrumentation. I think people are going to want to see that more than ever. So I'm really excited for when this comes back around, man. Now you're going to want the full-on experience, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to bring some new people to rock, too.
Definitely.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Definitely. But the last time we spoke, we were kind of talking about, like, the ending cycle for Flag Channel, but now we have some new music. You just released the single collaborating with David Draiman, We Believe. First off, working with David Draiman, I mean, did he teach you new things? Like, really, what was it like working with him for that new single?
Oh, yeah, man. You know, we did it just over the phone and stuff like that, but man, the things he did, you know, is just insane. Because I came with the track already, and what I thought was, you know, I gave him the song, and he was like, man, bro, I love this, or whatever. And he was just like, yo, you know, a lot of rappers want me to do stuff, I never do it, but I'm really feeling this, and this is like some real-time stuff people need to hear right now. So what he did, he got on the song, added to it. He even gave some mixing tips to make it sound dope, like, we had different versions, and he knew what his ear was hearing in the mix to make it really pop. And those type of things, little things like that is what he showed that really just made a whole world of a difference in the song. And like I said, I thought he would sing the whole chorus, like the part I'm singing, but what he did is add it to it. So it's just even more insane that I'm singing along with one of the greatest singers. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. And, like, do you think that musically this can serve as, like, a clear representation of what the follow-up to Flag Channel will be like, or is that just kind of like a one-off sort of thing?
Oh, I got a few songs like that, but you know I keep it heavy, real heavy a lot of times. So I still got those coming right there. But this one was just one of those, just a different vibe. Because I think I'm gonna bring in like Flag Channel. It was just more screaming in your face, heavy kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? This I got a few tracks where you can sit back and vibe to, and I also still got that real hardcore in your face stuff coming soon as well. So it's a mix, blend of both.
Yeah. And, you know, I was having a lot of discussions with artists about this, like, you know, who dabble in, like, multiple genres. I think the future of music is genreless, right? Because I feel like you bring everything we know and love about hip-hop and rap. You bring everything we know and love about hardcore and punk. You bring everything we know and love about metal. So do you really think, like, there is going to, like, in the future, I think there's not going to be genres anymore, right? It's just going to be music and all out in your face.
No, you're damn right. I believe that too, man. It's becoming genreless, like it ain't nothing for real, man. It's hard to tell, you know. This hip hop stuff is basically like punk rock, the way they mosh pitting and screaming on tracks and all this kind of stuff like that now. Rock has these, you know, these 808s and a lot of trap influenced things, you know, even EDM influenced as well too, in some of the bridges and things like that. It's almost house music, the way the kick is boom, 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 boom sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I believe you on that, man. It's going to be genreless soon.
Yeah.
There's going to be people fucking rocking out, having a good time.
Yeah, you know, you had like a lot of metal elitists who say that, like, rap isn't real music, and, you know, like, I've heard a lot of people say, you know, metal's all just anger and noise and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like really both with rap and with heavy music, I feel like both are equally real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To me, it's all a feeling. It's just, you know, they both just representing, aggression and, against the society or whatever, against all the norms and things like that. So, and with everything, you're going to have the extremists and shit. So it's always, I think that, but that's going to stay. People talking shit about one form or the other, that's always going to stick around.
Yeah, definitely. When we spoke at NAMM, we were mainly focusing on like current endeavors, like in the future and stuff like that. But I was curious to what like maybe your roots to music was. Did you start off as like a metalhead, or did you start off more into hip hop? Like really, how did you sort of like where were your influences rooted into what we hear from Hyro the Hero?
Oh, I started in hip hop. Yeah, I grew up on hip hop. I was in high school, before that I was just doing hip-hop music. I listened to the radio sometimes and hear some rock songs, so we knew, like, that's why David Draiman's so dope, because, we heard Disturbed and was like, yeah, everybody who listened to hip-hop still knew Disturbed, still knew Limp Bizkit, Deftones, all that stuff. But when ex-girlfriend broke up with me, I was like, man, I want to scream at her ass. So I decided, I said, you know what, let me take a rock song and rap on it. And that's what led me down the path of discovering new music, rock that, that's what people consider cool and all that kind of stuff. I started seeing brothers who did rock, like Bad Brains and Fishbone and Living Color, all that kind of stuff, and started diving in that. Rancid, I think it could be a big influence for real. Rage Against the Machine, At the Drive-In for sure. Pearl Jam, the live of Pearl Jam really is what kind of got me, because I started looking at how people did live, and that really influenced me and let me know, like, oh, you can actually rock out like this. All right, well, I need to take it to the next level. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. You know what's funny is because a lot of bands I've noticed, who are taking inspiration from Limp Bizkit and Korn and stuff, they always called it new metal. So now I feel like artists like you or Dropout Kings or Concrete Dream, who you've collaborated with, I actually call them newer metal, N-U-E-R.
That's exactly what it is. It's new urban metal. Yeah, it's the kids they influenced version of it. You get what I'm saying? And it's funny because the kids they influence is like, kids from the hood who listen to both, like they did too. But it's just now you got the black kids and shit. So now it's the new version of metal for real. You're right.
Yeah, newer metal, and it's really cool too because I feel like bands with more hip hop influences are getting embraced. Like when I saw Ice Cube play with, he played at Louder Than Life before Guns N' Roses and Godsmack, and the audience was still going just as insane as if it was like death metal.
That's it. Yeah, it was crazy. Cause like I said, it's a feeling, man. It's a feeling. It's not necessarily what the music sounds like. It's what the energy you bring into the music. You get what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. Does that energy come out of nowhere sometimes, or do you almost kind of have to does something have to happen, or do you have to be in a certain place at a certain time for that energy to flow?
I think it's natural, man. I think the greats could do it. It just comes off natural. I think somebody know how to turn it on when they need to turn it on. But I think that's what separates you from the rest. So that's why everybody can't do. Everybody want to rap, but everybody ain't no rapper. Everybody want to rap, but you ain't an MC, because it's something that separates that you just naturally could just give that energy and naturally give off that vibe of the feeling, the way you the way you put the music out there. Can somebody really feel your words and connect to it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And what's funny is too, this inspiration sometimes strike as the most inconvenient times as well.
Oh yeah, bro. A lot of great songs probably been written on the toilet bowl, A lot of great songs been written in the shower, and especially with this iPhone, bro, you can just write it anywhere, man. It works as fast. Your thumbs go as fast as your mind with these notes, man. I don't even remember how to write on a piece of paper no more, but there's a magic to writing on a piece of paper that I feel like you miss when you're not writing your lyrics on a piece of paper, which I probably need to go back to that one time to see how it feels to write on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Lyrically.
Yeah, you'll make that cool again.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've always said I hope pilots aren't artists, because I'm always afraid they're going to get inspired as they're landing the plane on the tarmac.
It's true. Well, you know what though? Speaking of lyrically, like you said, right now, though, I've been recently been doing like the Jay-Z Lil Wayne where you don't even write no more, man. That's been happening. Like some of the songs you heard, some of the songs you're about to hear, I didn't even really write it. I was just fucking on the mic and just freestyling, and it came out awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really cool because I feel like, especially when I heard Flag Channel for the first time, that's what I discovered you on, and like it captured such a moment. Like I feel like you can't replicate a Hyro the Hero song. I mean, you could cover it here and there, but I feel like you can't replicate it.
Because I get mad because I'm like, I'll go perform it live and be like, fuck, I should have did it like that on the record. You know what I'm saying? But you can't replicate it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you get the live experience, a whole other level from when you hear it on the record too.
Yeah, definitely. Do you like, how do you, like, when you bring a moment that you capture in the studio and then you play it on stage, how do you, like, obviously you can't replicate it, but is there like sort of like maybe a similarity between when you're in the studio and on stage?
I know with me, there ain't no similarity, man. I know for a fact live is going to just come off way better because I'm going to be in the moment with the people. You get what I'm saying? It's hard to create that in the studio. I do my best to represent it, and because when you're making a studio record, that's going to be there forever. So I do my best to try to capture that moment and feel it. But it ain't nothing like being in front of people and doing it because you might scream longer than you normally do. You get what I'm saying? You might sing a note way better than you did. You get what I'm saying? So I think the live experience ought to be better, and it's hard to replicate.
Yeah, definitely. And you could also get inspired too when you are interacting with the people, right?
Exactly, man. You get inspired in a whole different way, and that's every night that you go. It's going to be different every time.
Yep. It's really incredible too because like do you like look at the material as that you create almost as like a self-portrait of who you are at a particular time, because as an artist you grow and you develop, so I almost think like you're kind of representing a stamp in time of who you currently are, right?
Oh yeah, man, I look at it like you're painting a picture. You know what I'm saying? So when you make that track, it's your painting. And when you're done with it, bro, you can't touch it no more. You know, when it's done, it's done. So you need to put everything into that. Once the people see it, once people hear it, it's there. It's locked in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you know when the song is done, though?
It really ain't never done. It really never done. You're always going to listen to it and be like, damn, I should have did this. I should have did that word. So it ain't never really done, but you got to just be satisfied. When you put my bob in your head and everybody collectively like, okay, that's fire, then you know you got something dope.
Yeah, definitely. And again, sometimes you have to like leave the art alone, because I feel like art is life. So if you feed too much into it or don't take care of it enough, it's gonna die out or get overblown.
You could do too much with in that movie Dewey Cox. You saw he just kept on going and going.
Yeah.
Making crazy shit. So yeah, you could go that far. You don't want to go that far.
Yeah. Now, do you feel that maybe because the future is genreless, do you think that maybe you can, like, and you hope to go on tours with many different artists in the future? Like, can you go out with, like, you know, like a death metal band one day and then go out with, like, an MC?
Yeah. No, I'm ready for that. I'm trained for that, man, because I done been on shows rocking out, and because I rap, they thought to put me with like Wu-Tang and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So I done rock. I did a stage Warped Tour with Mod Sun and Machine Gun Kelly, and those was rap fans. I did the Wu-Tang, and those was rap fans. It was with Yellow Wolf and Wu-Tang. Those was rap fans. And then I did Deftones, and I was rapping on the tour with the Deftones. I didn't even rock on the tour with the Deftones. So I know how to treat every situation and know how to, maneuver the crowd to vibe to me in that way. So yeah, most definitely I'll be ready for that when it should become genreless like that.
Yeah. I think you got to go way off. Like, you got to tour with like Cannibal Corpse and then tour with Celine Dion.
Oh, see, that would be epic. I think I could do it. That'll be a challenge, but I know I could do it.
Yeah. Being that when you try to capture the moment in the studio, though, like when you play it live, does it almost kind of put you back into that emotional state of mind as well, too? Does it kind of like go like does it kind of put you down a time machine as well?
See, I think more of my delivery when I'm doing it. So it doesn't really take me back. I just want to give the experience of the track. So sometimes you can be so hyped up on stage that you forget in your verse that you're not supposed to be hyped up at that part. You get what I'm saying? you need to be a little bit more relaxed at that part because that's how you did it on the track. But when you live, sometimes you're so energized by the crowd, you might sing that part that you're supposed to be chill on, and you might go too loud. So always keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm thinking of it more like I'm more like when I'm on stage, it's more like almost like I'm doing my classwork. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that that's something that you just like that comes spontaneously, or do you feel that like stage presence and crowd interaction, that's something that you like you have to practice, or is that just something you have to be naturally good at?
No. It come with practice. Honestly, it come with practice because after a while, you'll be so good at it that, like, I remember I heard an interview with Andre 3000, and he said he was thinking about laundry while he was going through his song, like what laundry he got to do and shit like that. You become so used to it that you can think about all kind of other shit while you performing at the same time, you know. But when you get to that level, that means you're just good.
Yeah, and again, like with it's I just find it so remarkable too because like from watching your videos and stuff like that, it seems like I consider Hyro the Hero to be a live artist, even when I'm listening to the albums, because I feel like it captures that. You know what I mean? You don't try to overproduce the hell out of it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you caught that because that's what I tried to do on that album and this new album right here. I try to do like, okay, if I'm gonna go perform this live, I want them to feel a live experience. You know what I'm saying? When they hear it, so they know when they come through to see it, it's gonna be even crazier.
Yeah. For the new album, and obviously we can't give too much away now, are you going to be continuing what Flag Channel is going to be like, or can we be expecting the unexpected for this?
Oh, man, I literally expect the unexpected, man. And I didn't like, I'm going to just be singing acoustic or something like that. It's going to be epic, bro. I got some surprises that's crazy. The music is crazy, like, the words people, you know, who've been hearing things was like, yo, bro, this is genius. So it's a different thing, man. It's like, literally, I was like, you say genre-less stuff, it's like a whole another realm of rock, bro, that people gonna be tripping on, man.
Definitely. I've always said that, like, your music is like Green Eggs and Ham, where you can listen to it on a plane, you can listen to it on the street, you can listen to it on the beach, you can listen to it on a boat, you can listen to it in space.
That's all I want. My thing is, I don't like to hear too much crazy stuff in the morning, you know, when you first wake up. But I think you can play my stuff in the morning and be energized for the day, you know what I'm saying?
It definitely makes for good alarm clock music, I could definitely say.
Exactly, brother.
Yeah, definitely. So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time. Great to talk to you again. Is there just anything else that you would like to promote? Maybe some live stream performances to support some new stuff, or anything that you're allowed to announce that you would like to plug?
Yeah, I got some stuff planned, but I don't know if I'm allowed to announce it. So yeah, just be ready though in the coming month. I'll have some cool stuff coming, man, and new tracks. You know, putting out new music, fire, and just. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, whoever know me already, just gonna keep seeing me grow and grow and grow with the new music that's coming, you know, and I'm gonna get new fans, new people that's just like, whoa, what's happening over here?
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing you, and please play in New York City when shows could happen again.
Oh, you goddamn right, for sure. I gotta get over there, man.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. Everybody, we are here with Hyro the Hero. Check out the new single, We Believe, featuring David Draiman of Disturbed. This is Alex from Heavy New York. We will see you next time.